colloid. Then we move to the properties of the suspension and colloid, right? Though we learned a term, Tyndall effect. Okay? Tyndall effect. We can learn it more. Is the screen visible? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
So, Tyndall effect. The colloidal particles can easily scatter beam of light. This phenomenon is called Tyndall effect. Okay? Have you ever experienced these two pictures in your daily life?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. In the case of forest, the canopy of dense forest, it contains mist, the tiny droplets of water which act as particles, and it can scatter the beam of light. Okay? That is due to Tyndall effect. In the dense forest, there are dust particles or mist particles. They act as particles and they scatter the beam of light. Clear? Then we can see the Tyndall effect also in a room. When the light beams enters through a small hole, we can observe Tyndall effect in a room also. That we can observe in these two pictures. Okay. The colloidal particles can easily scatter beam of light. This phenomenon is called Tyndall effect. Okay. Tyndall effect. Colloidal particles scatter the beam of light through the solution and the path of light is visible. Here the path of light is visible, right? So, this phenomenon is called Tyndall effect. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Then we are going to learn about the two types of or components of colloids. Okay? Components of colloid. Which are the components of colloids? Do you have any idea? First one, dispersed phase. Dispersed phase. Next one, dispersing medium. Dispersed phase and dispersing medium. These are the two components of a colloidal solution. The solute-like component or the dispersed particles in a colloid. The solute particles that is dissolved in a colloid form or the solute-like component is known as dispersed phase. The solute-like component. The solute-like component or the dispersed particles in the colloid. Solute-like component or the dispersed particles in a colloid is known as dispersed phase, and the component in which this dispersed phase is dissolved or suspended is known as dispersing medium. Okay, this is the medium in which the dispersed phase is dispersed. Okay, clear? This is a solute-like component.
Yes, ma'am.
And this one is the medium. I will make more clarity.
Yes, ma'am.
Just wait. Okay, these are the two components of colloid. First one, dispersed phase. That is solute-like component or the dispersed particles in a colloid. Clear? Solute-like component or dispersed particles in colloid. Then the next one, dispersing medium. That is the component in which dispersed phase is suspended. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Then we are moving to the common examples of colloids. Okay. Common examples of colloids. Is this clear for you?
Yes, ma'am.
Or you may note it in your textbook, page
Ma'am,
number
can
8.
you show the last slide?
Yeah, sure. Components of colloid. The dispersed phase, that is solute-like component or the dispersed particles in a colloid. Then the next one, dispersing medium, that is component in which the dispersed phase is suspended.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Then we can move to the common examples of colloids. According to the dispersed phase and dispersing medium, there are different types of colloids. Okay. Different types of colloids. First one, the dispersed phase is liquid and the dispersing medium is gas. It is known as aerosol. Okay, aerosol. Example, fog, clouds, mist, etc. Okay. Rose, please unmute. Okay. Read the next one. The dispersed phase is
Solid.
and dispersing medium.
Gas.
And what is the type?
Aerosol.
Yeah, aerosol. And the examples are
Smoke, automobile exhaust.
smoke, automobile exhaust. Then next one. Ashik, the next one.
Ma'am, gas,
Yeah, gas.
dispersing medium, liquid,
Dispersing medium, liquid, and it is known as
foam.
foam. Example, shaving cream. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Next one, Aditya. Aditya Nair. Read the next one. Fourth one. Any problem with the net? Okay, I will read it. Aditya, I will read it. Wait. Liquid, dispersed phase is liquid. Then the dispersing medium is liquid. And the type is known as emulsion. Okay. And the example, milk, then face cream. The next one, dispersed phase is solid. Then the dispersing medium is liquid. It is known as salt. Okay. Salt. Example, milk of magnesia, mud, etc. Okay. Next one, dispersed phase is gas and dispersing medium is solid and the type is known as foam. And the example, foam, rubber, sponge, etc. Pumice stone, etc. Okay. Then the next one, dispersed phase is liquid and the dispersing medium is solid. It is, the type is known as gel. Jelly, cheese, butter,
Yes, ma'am.
etc. are the examples of this gel type. Okay. Then the last one, the dispersed phase is solid. Then the dispersing medium is solid and the type is known as solid salt. And example, colored gemstones, milky glass, etc. Okay. So these are the types of colloids. It is varied according to the dispersed phase and dispersing medium. Okay. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we already learned about solutions, its properties, suspension, its properties, colloids, its properties. Now we can compare the three. Okay. These are the differences between solutions, suspensions, and colloids in various factors. Okay. So solutions. What about the composition of solution, suspension, and colloid? Prajot. Prajot, please unmute your audio. Prajot, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Please say louder. Okay. What about the composition of solution? Is it homogeneous or heterogeneous? Prajot, please unmute.
Ma'am, homogeneous.
Yeah. Solutions are homogeneous in nature. It means that uniform composition throughout. Then what about the suspension? It is heterogeneous in nature. It means that there is no uniform, non-uniform composition throughout. Okay. Colloids also heterogeneous in nature. Then next one, particle size. Okay. In the case of solution, particles are smaller and cannot be seen by naked eye. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. The next
Yes,
one, suspension. Particles can be seen by naked eye. That is, the particles of suspension are larger than that of solutions. Okay. Then the case of colloids, the particle size in between the solution and suspension. Okay. Then we are moving to the scattering of light. Here solution, they do not scatter beam of light and path of light is not visible. Okay. Do not scatter beam of light and the path of light is not visible. Then the case of suspension, the scattering is variable. It may scatter the light passing through it, but in the case when the particles settle down, the suspension breaks and do not scatter anymore. Do you remember the point? Yes or no?
yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Then next one, in the case of colloids, they scatter beam of light and the path of light is visible and it is known as Tyndall effect. Okay, Tyndall effect. Then the next one, in the case of solution, it cannot be separated by filtration. It cannot be separated by filtration because it is homogeneous in nature. It contains one type of particle. Then how can we separate it? Then in the case of suspension, it can be separated by filtration because the particle size is big, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So we are able to separate. Then in the case of colloids, it cannot be separated by filtration because the particle size is too small to be seen by naked eyes, right? So we can separate it by centrifugation, okay? The method used to separate the particles of colloid by centrifugation that we learned in the next class, okay? The methods to separate the components, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Then the next point, the stability of solution. In the case of solution, the particles do not settle down. They always dissolve in it. So it is stable, okay? It is stable. Then in the case of suspension, the solute particles settle down at the bottom of the container. So the solution is considered to be unstable, okay? It is unstable. And in the case of colloids, the solute particles do not settle down. That is, the colloid is unstable. Okay. Then the example for solutions: sugar solution, salt solution, soda water, etc. Okay. Then in the case of suspension, mud in water, sand in water, flour in water, etc. Okay. The particles, those are suspended in the solution, are examples of suspension. Okay. The next one, colloids. Example, milk, ink, etc. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, please write down one question that you should write in your notebook. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So, write it. How are solution, colloid, solution, colloid, and suspension different from each other? Different from each other. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. The next question.
So we have to write the table.
Yeah, in the form of a table. That's pretty good.
Yes, ma'am.
Then the third, next question. To make a saturated solution, 36 gram of sodium chloride is dissolved in
Ma'am, will you read the question once more?
Ma'am, will you say the question one more time, ma'am?
okay. 100 gram of water at 293 Kelvin. Find its concentration at this temperature.
Ma'am, will you say the question once more?
Yeah. To make a saturated solution, 36 gram of sodium chloride is dissolved in 100 gram of water at 293 Kelvin. Find its concentration at this temperature. Clear?
Ma'am, 100 gram of
Ma'am,
water.
at Kelvin.
Find its concentration at this temperature. Find.
Chloride in 100 grams of
Ma'am,
water.
Yeah, any doubt?
Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
after 100 gram of water, can you say?
36 gram of sodium chloride is dissolved in 100 gram of water.
After that,
At 293 Kelvin. Okay, 293 Kelvin. Find its concentration at this temperature. Okay. So there are total 4 questions. 2 questions from
Can you say the question again?
Melvin.
Can you say the question again?
Not clear.
Ma'am, can you show the question again?
Yeah, to make a saturated solution, 36 gram of sodium chloride is dissolved in 100 gram of water at 293 Kelvin. Find its concentration at this temperature. If you have any doubt, the question is in page number 18. Okay, page number 18. So from the last class, there are 2 questions, and from this class, 2 questions. So total 4 questions. You should write it in your notebook. Okay. So
Yes, ma'am.
do you understand the terms solution, suspension, and colloids?
Yes, ma'am.
Their properties?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Then from the next class onwards, we are going to separating the components of a mixture. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
So let's take the attendance.
Okay, ma'am.
Adil Muhammad.
Present, ma'am.
ഇവരൊക്കെ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു സോണല് സബയില് നുഫേല് നിഹാദ്
Aditya.
നിമല് അമൃത
Aditya Madhusudanan Nair.
22 പേര്.
Yeah. Aditya is Krishna.
Present, ma'am.
Someone is talking.
21 പേര്.
Ma'am,
Adil, please mute your audio. Okay. Aditya is Krishna.
Present, ma'am.
Afsana. Aman.
Present, ma'am.
Anjida.
Present, ma'am.
And Mary Anthony. Arjun.
Present, ma'am.
Yeah.
Present.
Arjun.
Present.
Ashik.
Present, ma'am.
Badra.
Present, ma'am.
Emil. Okay, Fia.
Present, ma'am.
Hadeidi.
Present, ma'am.
Hadi Amin.
Present, ma'am.
Haya Fatima.
Present, ma'am.
Kane Steve.
Present, ma'am.
Johan. Okay, Emil Jacob. Present. John Samuel.
Present, ma'am.
KM Muhammad Rizwan. Muhammad Rizwan. He was here. Okay. Lolita. Meghna Pradeep. Melvin Martin.
Present, ma'am.
Muhammad Aman. Muhammad Aman. Not here. Okay. Nas Paveen.
Present, ma'am.
Nirubama.
Present, ma'am.
Nisia Tomi. Surya Krishnadas. Adidev Shankar.
Ma'am, Surya Krishnadas is present.
Surya is present. Okay. Then Adidev Shankar.
Present, ma'am.
Prajot Krishna. Pratyush.
Present, ma'am.
Rifa.
Present, ma'am.
Rihan Rahim. Rose Sebi.
Present, ma'am.
Sainaba. Savio.
Rehan took TC, ma'am.
Savio.
Present, ma'am.
Vishnu.
Present, ma'am.
Vishnu Priya.
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Sainaba not here. Yeah. Okay, then Nisia not here. Then Lolita. Apsana. Okay. Okay, so the questions you should write in your notebook. Then
Yes, ma'am.
read the portions that we taken. See you in next class. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Ma'am.